Hello. Welcome to a very special episode of Outlandish Claims. I'm here with Mike and Gio and Demetrius, and we're going to talk about how they feel. Now, if you are like me, you know somebody who's been affected by the Yankees' piss-poor performance to start the season. If you're like me, you know someone who's been affected by the Mets and their inability to score runs for one of the best pitchers of our generation. We're going to start with Mr. Edwards because he's been building up rage for quite a while, and I feel like it is my job as his therapist today to let him vent that frustration. So tell us, Mike, tell us how you feel.
You know, it's days like this where you don't want to show up on camera. You just want to sit down, have a beer, maybe step outside. It's getting sunny again outside, getting really warm. But you have to show up and defend an atrocity, a travesty, and a team that you have also going to the World Series. Outside of Garrett Cole, the Yankees are on a coal train to no man's land. Okay, that's the only way to put it. Now, granted, there's two positives in this conversation. One, the fact that Garrett Cole looks like the LeBron James, the Giannis Antetokounmpo, the Stephen Curry of that rotation. And also the fact that based off the last time we had this conversation, where they were 8-11, now they're 13-14. But when you look at why they're 13-14 recently, and this was a point that our great friend, Mr. Teddy St. John, in our chat wanted to bring up, they've been scoring a lot of runs lately. The problem is they're playing a team who's called the Tigers, but really performs like a bunch of baby cats, a bunch of kittens, okay? You're talking about a team that hasn't been relevant since Miguel Cabrera has been in his prime. That's basically what we're talking about. This is not the Detroit Tiger days of Miguel Cabrera and Justin Verlander and Max Scherzer and those boys, even going back to the Maglio Ordonez days, all right? This isn't the Jim Leland coach Tigers. So we're doing what we need to do against a team like this. They're 8-20 on the season. I expect that. What we don't expect is exactly what you're talking about, Mr. Adam. The fact that they haven't beaten anybody good yet. And so that's why I got so much emphasis on this Astros series, because it's really going to tell a lot about what these boys are. Okay. I think you can make an argument that the Astros and the Yankees is probably one of the more heated rivalries in baseball today. And that's not replacing Red Sox, Yankees, or the bad blood that them and the Rays have, or the Padres and the Dodgers. You got to look at that also. But the Astros and the Yankees don't like each other at all. And with the cheating involved from the Astros a couple of years ago, there's always going to be history there, at least with this current generation of players. So we better go into that series looking to kick some butt and take some names, y'all. Because if not, there's going to be reactions, and not good ones. Floor is yours.
Well, I'm just going to help you vent some more of that frustration, because as this is the group therapy session, it's important for you to get in touch with your feelings. So I'm going to say a player's name, and you're just going to react how you want. Now, I'm going to start with an easy one. I'm going to say Garrett Cole.
Ace.
DJ LeMahieu.
Consistency.
Gleyber Torres.
Ascending.
Okay. We're going to get a little bit different, a little bit tougher now. Aaron Judge.
Non-existent.
Mike Stanton.
Flame out.
For Mills, Aaron Hicks.
Bum.
Now, here's the name that I've been waiting for, and you can use more than one word. You can use whatever you want. Corey Kluber.
Bona fide scrub.
Mike Ford.
Mikey Ford, baby. Just Mikey Ford. He just looks like and sounds like, your neighborhood Mike that you always see at the bar. And you're like, hey, Mikey. That's about it.
And we'll close out with a good one. Gary Sanchez.
Atrocity. Atrocity.
Gio, Demetrius, how do you feel? How does this season make you feel?
I feel like some days I wake up and I go to take a drink of my water, but there's no water. And I say that because it's like the Yankees. Because I wake up and I think, wow, this team's going to be great. World Series or bust, baby. 28 rings. But instead, all I see are runners in scoring position not coming home. I see pitching behind Garrett Cole just pooping the bed for our PC viewers. And most importantly, I still see injuries. Even recently, Darren O'Day's on the IL now. These guys just don't stop getting hurt. And the worst part is
It's okay, Gio. We're all here. This is a loving environment. We're all here to help you through this difficult time.
I can't you just hit home run. That's all you have to do.
For those of you who couldn't understand him through his blubbering, he said, all you have to do is hit home runs. That's all you have to do.
It's always home run or strike out. Home run or strike out. Where are the doubles? I hit the ball to gap. That's all I ask. And get better pitching.
Now, before we get to Demetrius and his issues, which are probably a little bit deeper even than this, because the DeGrom issues stretch way back for the past maybe 4 or 5 years. Gio, I'm going to say a name, and I want you to just react the way – I'm going to say a couple of names, and I just want you to let out your emotions towards these players in a sound, a word, anything. Garrett Cole. We'll start easy. Garrett Cole.
Oh, be still my heart.
Gary Sanchez.
You mean future ex-Yankee Gary Sanchez?
Perfect. Mike Stanton.
I'm only laughing because Mike calls him Mike Stanton.
I know. It's Chuck Carlos Stanton. I know. But
minus the Mike stuff with Mike Stanton.
The Florida Marlins.
Get healthy, man. Stay on the field.
okay. We're going to dive a little deeper now, okay? Mike Ford.
Ford tough.
Corey Kluber.
Retire.
Aaron Judge.
I will give you my knees if you can just stay on the field for 162. That's all I want. You have your own chambers. I don't even have my own man cave. Stay on the field.
Well, that sounds like a different kind of therapy session that you're going to need to work through about not having a man cave. So I'm going to skip right over that one. Aaron Hicks.
Oh, God. If it wasn't for the fact he's a switch hitter, I would want him out of – I would pay for his D train to get the hell out of here. And he's got $10 million to make this year. God, there's a reason why he's a meme and he's associated with T Mills. And I'll let the viewers put 2 and 2 together as to why.
And finally, now this would be ending on a high note, but for some reason, I feel like he's not really a high note this year. DJ LeMahieu.
Oh, man. I'm just hoping it's a prolonged slump. I love Lay Machine. I know you do too. So for how he did last year and the year before, I'm giving him the benefit of the doubt. Please hit soon.
if I may, and
Please, I interject you all the time.
you can do this to me at any point during my segment, but it looks like he's gone from DJ the Mayor to DJ the Boohoo.
This is a therapy session. We take our work seriously here. Okay.
And I know I'm gonna get several of this, so I welcome him to do so. Because all I feel is pain.
All you feel is okay. Well, that's a good segue.
All you feel is puns.
Gio, thank you for being so vulnerable with us. We do appreciate your time and your tears.
Thank you.
I'd love to give you a prescription for one Baltimore Orioles, but even they don't seem to be doing much worse than you at this point. So I don't really know what to give you to make you feel better.
Tigers.
Can I give you a Colorado Rockies?
Tigers.
Tigers? All right, I'll give you the Tigers. Okay. I'll give you a pill for the Detroit Tigers. Now we turn to Demetrius, who's, as a Mets fan, you have some good stuff to have this year. You're at least in first place or roundabout first place in your division. You have a lot of high upside, much like the Yankees do. But this is a therapy session specifically for one thing and one thing only. Y'all can't hit. I'm just going to be straight up with you. Y'all can't hit worth a damn. Let me give you a boat paddle. I guarantee you still couldn't slap water standing in the Atlantic Ocean. Specifically, though, this issue seems to crop up right when DeGrom is pitching. Most notably, this past week, DeGrom gave up 1 run, and the Mets scored 0 on Nate Eovaldi. I'm sorry, not on Nick Pivetta. The only Philadelphia Philly, basically, not to come back to Philly the year after they completely underperformed. So you couldn't score 1 run against a player who used to be in your division and was so bad that the mediocre Phillies basically told him he was the only one not welcomed back. Demetrius, how does this make you feel?
I feel the way I do about the Mets this season. Like I felt about the Knicks my whole life. I sit and I loyally watch the blue and orange, and I want to tear out my eyeballs. And to only gash my wound even more, we're no longer first place in the division. The Phillies are. We're 4th. The wounds cut deeper than the amount of money we have to pay Bobby Bonilla every year. Thanks, Bernie Madoff. I hope you're rotting in the underworld for that. I've had more dates in high school than we've scored runs for Jacob DeGrom. We've sacrificed this man's hair in his fantastic rookie season, which we made the World Series, for this. Mind you, I checked last night's box score. We lost 2-1 and couldn't score on Chase Anderson.
So I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to say some names, and you let out whatever you feel when I say that name. Now, again, we're going to start off easy.
Okay.
Jacob DeGrom.
If the Warriors can do it, if the Warriors can manage to struggle while still having Steph Curry, then I think we can manage the same.
Okay, Francisco Lindor.
Why did we pay you all this money to hit my birthday as an average? You're hitting 203. That's my birthday, for crying out loud. Pick it up. You're supposed to be our Derek Jeter. Pick it up. You hit your first home run off of Zach Davies, who had a 10-plus ERA, and we still blew that game.
Hey, Demetrius.
Yeah.
You know who has a better batting average as a Met than Lindor has right now?
No, don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. I know what he's going to do. Don't do it.
Don't do it?
No, suck. Do it. Do it. Do it.
Bobby Bonilla. You still paid him. That's what you get for interjecting with that pun.
And finally, Michael Conforto.
I got a joke.
The New York
So-
Yankees record.
Well, that too. That's terrible.
I got a bigger joke. Luis Rojas not trusting in Dom Smith.
Oh yeah, that's another
Mm.
joke in itself. But before we go on to that, so you know how like before the pandemic, people would high five people,
Yes.
like high five. So like Michael Conforto just love tap, just a little love tap.
He wanted to high five the ball.
Yeah.
What he was doing his Tim LaCastro impression.
That will do it for our first ever New York therapy session. We have a couple of Knicks fans. We have a Rangers fan. I'm sure there's a little bit of Islanders love in here somewhere. We got a Mets fan. Obviously, we have a Yankee fan. We have a Giants fan. Dem, right? You're a Giants fan or a Jets? Jets? Okay. We have 2 Jets fans, even worse.
Misery loves company.
Yeah.
And all I can say as a Rays fan is I love the view from up here. Come join me, won't you?
Yeah. How is the worst peninsula in the U.S. populace?
All I was gonna say was like, how about we use our pitchers for 6 innings in the start? But that works too.
It
You
is.
could have made a joke about their stadium looking like the back of Taylor Miller's ass, but yeah, it works too.
I'm not gonna go that
My
far.
God. No, I'm sorry. Not even Tampa Bay's stadium is that flat.
No. Oh, I'll tell you what. No, I'm not even
I
gonna
killed Gio. I killed him.
The hat is gone. The hat is gone. That truly is no
receding
cap.
hairline is back. I'm
That
LeBron
truly
James
is
in the rest
no
of this
cap.
episode.
That truly is no cap. The hat is gone.
No cap.
I
Cap
trop
is the
can't.
floor.
I trop it can't.
Oh my God. I'm so happy. Tropicant. That's a good one too. Well done. That's Tropicant. Very well done. That's where we're gonna close off. Pretty good place to close off after that one, I think.
We all as New York fans needed a good laugh on this episode of Outlandish Claims. Don't you agree, Adam? Gio?
I completely agree. That is no cap.
It is no cap. And as the only fan of a New York team with a winning record at this point, let's go Buffalo. Bills.
I'm going to put you
Demetrius.
through a table one day. I want to be a Bills fan. We're going to put you through a table and drench you in hot sauce.
Yeah.
I can imagine worse things.
Right? There's worse than that.
There is. Just watch WWE in the 90s.
Yeah.
Seriously.
We'll be back tomorrow to close out the week. Until then, thanks for watching. We'll see you then. Corey Kluber.
Corey Kluber, Jesus.
Why? Retire.
I'm gonna cut. I gotta drop that, dude. I swear to God.
I can't. He's pissing me off.